Good evening, viewers, and welcome to the news. First, let us take a look at the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is rapidly making its mark in artificial intelligence. NPP State President Preston Tinsong upbet of party in getting majority in KHADC and JHADC. India sends 26 tons of humanitarian assistance to Honduras in aftermath of tropical storm Sara. An annual Maukinthay rituals held at Umkado village in Ribhoi district. The news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today stated that India is rapidly carving out a robust identity in the field of artificial intelligence. Addressing the nation in his Mann Ki Baat program on Akashwani, Modi said the people of India are second to none in adopting and trying new technologies. He was pleased to note that the world praised India's progress in this sector during his recent visit to Paris for the AI Action Summit. NPP State President Preston Tinsong sounded confident the party will get an absolute majority in both KHADC and JHADC. He said the party received huge support from people in a majority of the constituencies of the two councils. He added that there was a close contest in a few seats. He said that the NPP is expected to win from Lankerdam, Latcraw and Nongshken seats which fall under the Peninsula Assembly constituency. Tinsong's nephew Raboklang Tinsong contested from Lankerdam, Latcraw, while party MDC Grace Mary Kharpuri contested from Nongshken.
The people to ensuring the basic needs of the people are fulfilled. The list has it all. DD News Shillong got with young
Menurut Kolongba, ninyo yakin nong yarap jongi kata kabamut hapo ka district council ki MDC ki ban yarap lem ban nang pentulun ban penjana yaki kam ki jam baro ki badai bat ka jing tumu jong ka sarkar bat kumju ru akabidai kumno ban ai ka jing da ka pura ya kari ya ka jaj pen riu bat ka jala Meghalaya baro koi te ka jing angnut jong ngi nakaliang jong ka parti NPP kalong baladeng yo ya ka jing job ka badon burom sa sisin pat hakani ka election MDC ka bangin saya nyobot akarap sautrik kalong ba nginang la shushu ban syakri khamba ya ka jala Meghalaya jong i baro koi langba kini ki lightly ki discussil.
India has dispatched humanitarian assistance of 26 tons to Honduras in the wake of the recent tropical storm Sara. External Affairs Ministry said that the consignment comprises medical supplies and disaster relief material, including surgical supplies, glucometers, oximeters, gloves, blankets, syringes, and IV fluids, sleeping mats, and hygiene kits. In Telangana, the Indian Army has joined the rescue activities to safely evacuate the 8 stranded workers from the tunnel of the Sri Salam left bank canal at Doma La Penta in Nagar Kurnool. Rescue activities are vigorously going on. A part of the roof collapsed yesterday, injuring over a dozen people and stranding 8 persons, including the project and site engineers deep inside the tunnel. The engineer task force of the army from Secunderabad has been deployed and the team has reached the site to enhance the rescue efforts. Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi has left for an official 4-day visit to France as part of efforts to bolster India-France defense cooperation. The Chief of the Army Staff will engage with the senior military leadership of France in Paris tomorrow. The day will begin with a guard of honor followed by discussions with French Army Chief General Pierre. Defense Ministry said the aim of the meeting will be to foster stronger military ties between the two nations. In a landmark initiative, the Indian Navy has handed over decommissioned landing ship tank INS Guldar to the Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation for conversion into India's first underwater museum and artificial reef. The conversion process will involve a thorough cleaning of the ship to remove any potential pollutants or hazardous materials, ensuring environmental clearances as per guidelines. The project to convert the ship into an underwater museum and artificial reef holds significant potential for showcasing marine conservation, creating livelihood opportunities for coastal communities, and elevating India's stature in underwater tourism. Israel says it is indefinitely delaying the release of more than 600 Palestinian prisoners in another potentially major setback in the ceasefire process. Benjamin Netanyahu said the release was now going to be delayed until the next handover of hostages by Hamas was guaranteed, and without what the Israeli Prime Minister called the degrading ceremonies Hamas has put on each week. His comments came after 6 Israeli hostages, including 4 kidnapped during the 7th October 2023 deadly Hamas attack on Israel, were released on Saturday. The annual Maukanthay rituals were held at Umkadu village in Ribhoi district on Sunday. The ceremonies and offerings were conducted by the Riutamen Riusan from Sengkhasi Keme Maukar. This ritual observed annually on the last Sunday of February. The event was attended by Donbok Star Kurkalang, Riutamen Riusan Sengkhasi Keme, Majuni Saim, the Saim of Marngar Saim Sad, and other distinguished guests. The stones are believed to represent a mother figure who protects and safeguards the villagers of the Raj from any misfortune.
Hakpor ke jutang mandai badang hok ka prthei dang lung kaski dang jam banai dang krim breu khum kamne te por mandai ki breu andai baki dang yang ke dang hak ka hok sisol ti kim ju yap kim ju thang kim ju te por mandai haba la dei ka por ban yam bala don la dei la ka por ke ya ba tun yap kindu no na ka ni prthei la ka mesim ti ki kala mau no
ya kan kamu penting kin pun kami rat kami eat kajungi tengi yo jengin kau sipun gi nakane kamau namar bangi kin pun kau blay kajungi tengi la don kasakiro kidon kilong kami ki pamio ya ki kon kila awan ban terpat ban terpon hang le ban wan tuwai kila don ki bala eat ki jeng kesyaro bagi ai supa ya kan kami eat kajungi.
The District Hub for Empowerment of Women, Department of Social Welfare and the Ribhoi District Cricket Association jointly organized a cricket talent hunt at the Ribhoi Cricket Academy, Nongkra, to identify and nurture cricket talent among girls and women in the Ribhoi district. A total of 42 participants took part in the trials, showing strong interest. Officials from RBDCA and DHEW provided guidance and encouragement. The event focused on promoting women's cricket and empowering girls and women in the district.
Kibun ki player ki bermi nak benta ben represent ya ka state nak waru benai kulei ki kiwi ki pa ki belayar support kat ni ki kun nyar ban sem kumhang ni hapo Ribhoi ben i ki kiwi ki pa ki ba kat chabangi lek ki talent han ki yo i ba ki kiwi ki pa ki ki ba pensulur ki ba ki wan ban support ki kun hadu hapo madan.
Elections are over, votes have been cast, and now all that remains is to see who emerges victories in both the KHADC and JHADC. Whether it will be a fractured mandate or a clear mandate for a particular party who forms alliance with whom, all of this and much more are the questions that will be answered. DD News Meghalaya is bringing to you real-time updates about the election results and an in-depth analysis by experts from various spectrum and political parties. Here's a sneak peek on Paul Live broadcast to be held tomorrow 9 a.m. onwards.
Arspa nyopu arngut ki kertong. Khat lai lak pra hajar praspa khat pra ki paj nong thep vote. Sanpo pratili ki constituency. Mano banlong ki dekot ki bathamai ha KHADC bat JHADC. Tongin ya sengap lang ya ke jing ya kren ka bakerpang bat ki riu syampang. Ringkat bat ki katu kat ni ki kerteng ki bapau bha hakarinsan jangka politics. Nginyo aru ban sengap thu ya ki khubor ki ban sapin poi shangi na ki nong ai khubor ki jongi ki badon haki jaka nyo vote.
Perlok ngade Martin nong klau ban report live ya ke jingi nyo vote jangka election NBC syaki Autonomous District Council. Lapo ISPT ke ban salong ka up south rek mentau na rempang arja rapsan nak benta ke DD News Meghalaya.
This is Paul Lamare reporting live from Juai for ADC election 2025 for DD News Meghalaya.
Ngadai Cornelius lalu ngareport live ngariboy district halor kenek election syaka Autonomous District Council election araja rapsan nak benta DD News Meghalaya.
Abbat kami ya ka live coverage jangka result ADC election arhajar arposan agas nginingkong arposau terik urimpang nado kapor hendai beje min step kerpang haki YouTube channel ki jongi kata haka DD News Meghalaya DD Meghalaya official berpila ru ban pet yaka ha ki TV ki jongi.
Now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. The minimum temperature was recorded at 17 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 79%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature was 9.9 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature was 19.4 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 98% and the rainfall was recorded at 8.4 millimeter. Meanwhile, in Juai, the minimum temperature was 11 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature was 18 degrees Celsius and the relative humidity is 64%. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Juai says that light to moderate rain is likely to occur at isolated places. And now, before we end the news, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is rapidly making its mark in artificial intelligence. NPP State President Preston Tinsong upbed of party in getting majority in KHADC and JHADC. India sends 26 tons of humanitarian assistance to Honduras in aftermath of tropical storm Sara. And annual Maupanthay rituals held at Umkadu village in Ribhoi district. Well, viewers, that's all we have for you today. Do join us again tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Thank you for watching and good night.